with just 5 days to go until WWE Money in the Bank. Is the card fully set? Is it fucking bollocks? Vince McMahon decided to get the creative staff together and say, all right, guys, one of our things is canceled, but that's okay. We have John Cena. Ba, 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 ba. Just let John Cena go long. Let him say, wap-a-doo, and let him say, you can't see me, and all that. Praise the fans. Do the Make-A-Wish stuff, because philanthropy is the future of marketing. It's the way brands are going to win. Thank you, interim CEO Stephanie. I'm clearly not running this thing. Ha, ha, ha. But let's just do a battle royal. Let's do an elimination match. Let's make guys work twice, just like the territories I put out of business. Ha, ha, ha. I'm John Renton with my review of WWE Raw from Laredo, Texas. Yep, 20 years of John Cena. Literally the 20-year anniversary of his main roster debut. Check out a couple John Cena videos that I put up on the channel recently. Let me know your thoughts on this show in the comments, please, but you heard me right. And then again, you could just look at the Wikipedia page. You could just look at the WWE official website. They have not even fully set the goddamn Money in the Bank card. It's on Saturday. It's literally in a few days. They haven't finalized the goddamn thing. I know that they have the show on the Cox, so they don't have to worry about the traditional pay-per-view method and get a whole bunch of people to buy into pay-per-views because they're now premium live events. And yes, Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens in the qualifier apparently got canceled. The whole thing of Ezekiel or Elias or Elrod Jetson, Jane, his wife. Well, let's just move on from that, instead of obscure, well, not necessarily obscure, but very, very old cartoons. And talk about Cena being welcomed by the roster, including Michael Cole. Why is Michael Cole on my television screen on a Monday? I don't want to see Michael Cole anymore. So, I don't know why Michael Hayes was in a canary suit. I also don't know why Michael Hayes of the Three Fabulous Freebirds is still here. But nevertheless, also Becky Lynch just couldn't be bothered to care about John Cena after blowing him off on the Fox SmackDown debut, which was really goddamn good. That was really, really, really good shit. I think it was a debut on Fox, but nevertheless, this was pretty cool. You could tell it meant a lot to Cena. You could tell it's going to be one of his last hurrahs. It's getting close. He knows it's getting close. He will still make appearances. He will still have some matches. I cannot imagine after maybe a Mania 40. Mania 40, I think, is it. Because he's doing a lot of shit in Hollywood, and really, he doesn't need to do this shit anymore. We'll come back to Cena in a bit. Bunch of people in the ring for Last Chance Battle Royal, as opposed to the Last Chance Elimination match we're going to have a little bit later. Look, I understand that they're trying to make it seem like, anybody can get an opportunity, but they just threw a bunch of people out there. Almost everybody was out there already, sans a few that got musical entrances, as opposed to non-musical entrances. So anyway, the people that were in this match, the Mysterios, as it were, that was really badly done. Nakamura, Jinder, Shaky Shanky, Ali, Truth, Riddle, and, Ziggler, Shelton, Reggie, Miz, Tozawa, Ciampa, Styles, and Ricochet, and T-Bar, and probably a few other people that I fucking missed. I don't really fucking care. Dijakovic's really what I should have said, but I ran out of room on my notes. So many people, all human centipede together, and my fucking goodness, it was a mess. I've seen too many Battle Royals on the various shows that I've watched over just pretty much since the beginning of this year. WWE, AEW, even New Japan, when they do their Rambos or whatever, it gets really, really just not good because they just throw a bunch of shit out. I love the Royal Rumble, and I love the Battle Royal on occasion, but my fucking goodness, I'm so sick of it. I don't want to see any more Battle Royals this year. Just go dark on these until the Rumble, and then it'll mean something. Maybe, kinda, sorta. So, remember when Ali was supposed to get a big push after coming back? And now he's not. He's right back where he was before. I mean, sure, he's on TV, but he's just getting beat constantly. People say, he's on the main event. And if more than 5 people in the goddamn universe cared about main event, that's nothing against the talents working there, or working that show, then maybe, just maybe, people would care more about main event. I always forget that show exists. So yeah, Ali is going to be released sometime after SummerSlam. I don't want that to be the case. I want him to, A, get paid, and B, be utilized better, but I just don't see it fucking happening. So, Ciampa gets eliminated. Dominic eliminated himself because he hurled himself stupidly at the ground. Good tactic there, you fuckwit. And And then at one point, Tito Shea jumps on the goddamn ladder and then decides to jump stupidly towards Dijakovic, but ends up eliminating him. And this had 2 ad breaks, and we weren't even 20 minutes in, and we were at 2 ad breaks. Miz hurt his knee, but then eliminates Styles, which leads to something a little bit later. Riddle wins with one of the weakest RKOs I've ever goddamn seen. Granted, it is on the apron, the hardest part of the ring, but nevertheless. Riddle wins. Yay. Except he can't challenge Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. Or he can't challenge for the Universal Championship as long as Roman Reigns is champion. So if he wins the briefcase, then he's got to just hope somebody else beats him. Make it make sense. You fucking fuckwits. So anyway, Ultimate Ezekiel and Owens has been rescheduled. The premium live event is this Saturday. I don't know if Owens is injured or if he possibly has a virus. If it is the latter, I hope he recovers ASAP. If he is injured, I hope that he recovers ASAP. If it's family emergency, whatever, I hope he's going to be all right. So, Cena talks to the Prophets. And then he talks about gigawatts. He said, gigawatts, no Hulk, gigawatt, god damn it, Hulk. Now he's just going to keep spray painting the goddamn thing. I don't know what the Prophet said. I really don't care. Montez is ready to pull off Shawn Michaels and leave Angelo Dawkins in the goddamn dust. So, they had various people talk about John Cena. Shawn Michaels is keeping one eye on the camera and the other eye on the cameraman. And then the cameraman that was over to his right, by the way, Daniel Bryan, a.k.a. Bryan Danielson, and The Big Show got to chime in. That's cool to see. That's good. That's the most acknowledgement that AEW is going to get on WWE programming. Nevertheless, Trish even weighs in, and Booker weighs in. And then Booker had to go knock the younger generation like he always does. Riddle then yells at Steve Patrick about doing it for Randy. Montez then faced Jey Uso. The winner gets to pick the stipulation of Money in the Bank. This opportunity is to have a leg up on the competition on Saturday. Well, that rolls out Lieutenant Governor Greg Abbott. Greg Abbott, you piece of shit. Somebody macking me that guy. Because nobody would miss him. Everybody would just laugh. He can't kick his legs because he's a little ballless bitch. And so is anybody that supports Greg Abbott. Fuck y'all if you support him. Anyway, fuck his mother for giving birth to him. What the fuck were you thinking, you stupid twat? So, nevertheless, same as it ever was. Montez snapped at one point for no reason, and then won with a splash. A high splash where he nearly could have got the briefcases himself. Look, I'm not saying these matches haven't been well wrestled. I don't care because the tag division means nothing. Doesn't mean anything. So, Balor and Priest talk to Ray and Dominic. They're going to have Dominic turn on Ray, and he's going to join Judgment Day, and I'm going to wish for the absolute destruction of Judgment Day because I don't want to see Dominic anymore. I also hope Rhea recovers from the concussion that she has, or that she apparently suffered. Whatever it is, I hope she recovers. And so they had Cena. They transitioned from showing Cena's package right to showing more of Cena's package. They really loved showing all of Cena's package. I'm going to keep saying Cena's package until you imagine Cena's package. It's all you see, all you can think about. It's in your sleep. Cena's package will be seeped into your head. Gross. So, Steve Patrick brings out The Miz. Apparently they're hinting that Logan Paul will be coming back at SummerSlam. Great, good. Yeah, that's just what I want to see. The guy that filmed a dead body in Japanese rainforest. Or the Japanese rainforest. I always say that. Japanese, you know what forest it is. Look, stage or not, you don't fucking do that. And I don't care how great Logan Paul did at Mania 38. I don't want to fucking see that stupid little fucker. If you're going to spend that much on Pokemon cards, you have some fucking issues. Hey, they do ball jokes. AJ and Miz are feuding over ball size. They are fighting over shampoo. Then Miz and Styles have a match. They're pulling double duty. It's like it's back in the territory days. Like it's world class. Except, both these guys could have both feet on the ground, unlike Kerry Von Erich after June 4th, 1986. So, Miz gets counted out, and AJ wins, and I imagine this feud will continue to the absolute adulation of nobody. Zeke talks to Cena, and Theory interrupts, and cuts a really bad promo. Really bad, because Theory is not that well spoken and looks confused constantly. And Cena was just like, this guy is really trying to say this and really trying to show me up, and it's not working. And obviously they're going to face off against each other at SummerSlam. Then Bianca makes her entrance and we go to break. Angle, Orton, JBL, and the Grand Wizard himself, Jericho Aniston, weigh in. Man, Jericho looked like he was about 3 bottles deep into that stuff. Stephanie weighs in. Great, just what I want to see, Stephanie. No, I don't. I never want to see Stephanie on television. Austin's here and beats Deborah again. I know Carmella, has the potential to be great, Bianca says. In what fucking alternate universe does Carmella have a chance to be great? I have more of a chance of becoming a billionaire than Carmella has of becoming great in any facet of wrestling. I'm not even saying she's a bad person. I mean, she's a homewrecker, and Corey loved to wreck his own goddamn home, and I'm just going to fucking say that because it's true. I've seen this shit before. But the molded tangerine that is Carmella does not need to be anywhere near a championship picture. She whiffs the promo and whiffs basically everything because she isn't any good. And Alexa and Liv talk in a very stagey way. And both these women can talk. Alexa can cut some pretty good promos. She has personality, where I don't think Carmella can spell it. And Liv, bless her, they gotta stop scripting Liv so goddamn much. And Liv really does try. Oh my god, does she try. I want the Lily doll to go away. Just go, stop, don't do this anymore. Then Liv makes her entrance. We go to break. You know what, Kier? Fuck it. I don't have the energy to think about all you goddamn well want. Liv and Alexa, Asuka screeching on commentary and yelling, and I don't know why. And I love Asuka. I don't know why this was happening. I know it's Money in the Bank hype, but I also don't know why these two were... I don't know why they were wrestling. Whatever. Is what I guess they need to just fill time. Liv can work. Alexa has regressed in the ring. And Liv wins. Shocking. Actually, I was shocked because I thought they would have had Alexa win. Maybe this means, please let this mean that Liv will win Money in the Bank. I fear she won't. I really hope she does, but I fear she won't. And then we get the Cena package on the Make-A-Wish, and 659 Make-A-Wishes granted. Good for Cena. Good stuff. Long as it puts a smile on everybody's face. In all seriousness, all those children having to suffer so goddamn much when really the worst of the worst people deserve to suffer, not those innocent children. I can think of many people in Washington, D.C. that deserve to suffer like that, and many people that used to be in Washington, D.C. that deserve to suffer like that. But nevertheless, good on Cena for doing that Make-A-Wish stuff. Mims makes his entrance. They were singing along. Defund everything in Laredo. You're on your own, bitches. So, I can only imagine that Vince probably would have said, I need a new paralegal. Y'all know any? Ha ha ha. So anyway, he introduces Cena. The roster's on stage. Wap-ba-doo, ba-ba-ba-ba. And Cena praises Laredo. Praises the fans. This is a segment you should go out of your way to see. He got very emotional. Brought up the Make-A-Wish stuff. Very, very good stuff. He says it's not going to be just one more match. He did indicate the time is coming to, his time in WWE is coming to a close. As far as in ring. It has to. Let's be perfectly honest, he doesn't really need to be doing this shit anymore when he's making millions of dollars in Hollywood. After he beat his body up, being the guy, for good, bad, or indifferent, being the guy for a while. And it was good stuff. We didn't get any goddamn interference, hoopla or whatever. We got Cena doing that, celebrating, thanking the fans, and leaving. Naturally, Theory is probably going to lose. He's going to blame Cena somehow. And then he's going to challenge him for the U.S., or he's going to challenge him for a match at SummerSlam. And then we have WWE Biography Round 2. They're going to do one on the Bellas. Oh boy, can't wait. Should I review the WWE Biography stuff? If they find a way to redo or, show Season 1 again, should I actually, maybe take notes and do reviews of that, or should I just do reviews of Season 2? Let me know in the comments. Also, Mania 1. I can't wait to see all the revisionist history they do for that. Lashley makes his entrance and then beats Alpha Academy, while Theory was the guest enforcer. This did nothing except basically indicate that Lashley's a fucking beast and Alpha Academy means nothing. And then there was a beatdown attempt, and he couldn't spear Theory. And then Cody's Hell in a Cell, his bravery at Hell in a Cell is fucking stupid is what it was. Possible infection is what he could have gotten. But nevertheless, we get an interview with Cody. His future is what? Is it something about if Seth Rollins wins, maybe he'll be the first to congratulate him? And he was also around a bunch of weight equipment. Hide your kids, hide your wives, because they are out here choking out everybody. So anyway, Edward James Olmos and MVP are here to interrupt Rollins and dressed up like a kaleidoscope threw up on, well, rainbow sherbet ice cream. And then Cena says, oh, good luck. Edward James Olmos just stands there. Money in the Bank rundown. Becky makes her entrance at 7:40, and by 7:46, 7:47, we start the match. It's an elimination match with Shayna, Becky, Piper, Nikki Ash, Tamina, and Xia. Xia should be featured a little bit. I'm not saying Xia was going to win this, nor should she have. They've already beaten her in the powder, but they could have utilized her better. Becky won. This is no disrespect to the women. The women did very well. But they also were rushing, and also there was only maybe half the women that deserved to be in that goddamn thing. Shayna, Becky, and Xia should have been in it. I'm sorry. Tamina splashed onto nobody. I don't know what the hell she was trying to hit. I mean, good God, I haven't seen somebody, related to, or, somebody around the Snuka family crash that bad since Nancy Argentino in 1983. But nevertheless, Piper, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with her. She doesn't look motivated. Nikki Ash isn't worth a damn anymore. The superhero thing is dumb. It was dumb to begin with. Nevertheless, Becky won. And good on Becky for winning. Winning with a manhandle slam from the ropes. Off the ropes to Piper. There you go. So, yeah, Money in the Bank in a few days. I'm debating about whether to do my predictions or just Human Centipede them in with my SmackDown review. Maybe I'll do separate. Who knows? Agree, disagree with what I said? Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.